Isaiah, chapter of Isaiah 61 and 1.
Isaiah chapter 61 verse 1. The Spirit of the Lord power is upon me, because the Lord hath anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek.
And that's first and foremost, that's talking about the Lord, but it's talking about us. Because what the Lord did, we have to do the same thing. Go out and teach His word. Go ahead.
He hath sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to them that are bound, to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord, and the day of vengeance of our power.
And the day of vengeance of our power. What is the vengeance of our power? When He takes this devil down. Go ahead.
To comfort all that mourn.
And how are we going to be comforted? Through the scriptures. And through the men that teach and break down the scriptures and make you understand the scriptures. Go ahead.
It says, and to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness.
The garment of praise. So sometimes you come across the word garment, it doesn't actually mean a physical garment. That garment that we're reading about right now is talking about the garment of praise. Go ahead.
That they might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that He might be glorified. And they shall build the old wastes. They shall raise up the former desolations, and they shall repair.
They shall, read that again.
Yep. And they shall build the old wastes.
What does it mean they shall build the old wastes? Because Israel's going to be wiped out. So it's got to be built back up. Those different places around the world, after the World War III takes place, the thermonuclear destruction take place, those places are going to have to be built up. The only place that's not going to be built up is America. America is going to be the biggest desert on the planet Earth. And it will never be inhabited by man ever again. Go ahead.
They shall raise up the former desolations, and they shall repair the waste cities, the desolations of many generations. And strangers shall stand and feed your flocks.
And strangers shall stand and feed your flocks. Who are the strangers? Number one, first and foremost, Esau, the Edomite, and then the other nations. They're going to be your slave. They're going to be out there feeding your flock. Go ahead.
And the sons of the alien shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers.
The sons of the alien shall be your plowmen and your what?
And your vine dressers.
And your vine dressers. Slavery. So we're going to have plantations. Go ahead.
But ye shall be named the priests of the Lord. Men shall call you the ministers of our power. You shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in their...
What is that talk? That's talk. We ain't going to be equal in the kingdom. Read that again.
It says, but ye shall be named the priests of the Lord. Men shall call you the ministers of our power. You shall eat the riches of the Gentiles.
We shall eat the riches of the Gentiles. Right here again, the word Gentile right here is talking about the actual nations. See, you have to have the mysteries. Your mind has to be open to the Most High. So when you come across the scripture and it says Gentile, you have to know where it actually means Israelite foreigners or the actual Gentiles. That's why you got clowns out there to this day teaching that Cornelius is an Edomite, because the Most High hasn't opened up their minds to see the mystery of the scriptures. That's why you got guys saying the mark of the beast is talking about Christianity and a damn embargo, because the Most High haven't opened their mind to the scriptures. The real reason why they're doing it because they sold out. But the reason why they sold out is because the Most High didn't open their mind to the scriptures. Because if their minds were open and they were true men of the Lord, they wouldn't sell out. Like guys like Comfy or Gehana, Nate Satan, Bubble Eye Blackfish, Zabak, and the rest of them. Go ahead.
It says, you shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in their glory shall you boast yourselves.
So we're not going to feel guilty about it. We're not going to feel bad about it. We're going to enjoy ourselves. Go ahead.
For your shame you shall have double, and for confusion they shall rejoice in their portion. Therefore in their land they shall possess the double. Everlasting joy shall be unto them. For I, the Lord, love judgment. I hate robbery for burnt offering. And I will direct their work in truth. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them. And their seed shall be known among the Gentiles, and their offspring among the people. All that see them shall acknowledge them, that they are the seed which the Lord hath blessed.
The whole world gonna find out. That's why they what do you call it? They blacklist us. You know, they got a media block against the nation of Israel, because if they were to let us on the airwaves, we would basically, one of the arguments that would come up, the main arguments, is that we're the true biblical Israelites. So if that happens, then they would have to say, well, who are those people over there in the land of Israel? They're a bunch of damn Kazakhs, a bunch of Edomites. See, if you watch any news program, any TV show, if you go to any college or university, not one professor is going to teach you about the Edomites. They do not like that word. That's like a steak to Dracula, man. That's like a silver bullet to Dracula. That's like garlic to Dracula, man. They don't want that. They don't like that word Esau, man. They don't like the word Esau. Matter of fact, if you put up the word, I believe it's Edom. If you put up the word Edom and you hit spell check, the word won't even come up. The word won't even come. In other words, there's no spell check for the word. Nope. You think you're talking about Edom? They don't want that word right there is a curse unto them, man. The Most High said in Isaiah 34, the people of my curse. They don't want that. That's a hot potato. They don't want Esau or Edom to be. They don't even want to call us Edomite. They don't want that word to come out their mouth, man. They're scared to death of that word, because once the whole world finds out you're the Edomites, guess what? What's going to happen to you? Oh, give me the Bible dictionary. Look up the Esau or Edom and look up the last paragraph. And these are scholars, white scholars, baby, that wrote this. Okay? This is not called the black Bible dictionary. This was written by crackers, man. Go ahead.
This is on the Edomites. It says Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments. See notably Isaiah 34 and 5 and verse 6 and Isaiah 63 and 1. She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from the Most High.
And they searched high and low, and they couldn't find it. And since you read that, hold on deck, Isaiah 63, and you got a scripture, right?
Yeah, this is the book of Genesis 4:13 and 14. And Cain said unto the Lord, excuse me, my punishment is greater than I can bear.
By the way, Cain came back as Esau.
Exactly. That's right. 14th verse. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid. Whose face? The Most High's face. Showing you right there, Esau cannot get this knowledge, because his face shall be hid from the Most High. And I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And that's Esau. That's the so-called white man, is a fugitive from justice.
Look them words up. Look up the word fugitive and vagabond.
Okay. That's exactly what he is. He's a fugitive from justice. He hasn't paid for his crimes, and he's a vagabond, meaning he travels everywhere and brings destruction everywhere he goes.
Yeah, well, that's what the word Tubal Cain means.
That's right.
The son of Cain, Tubal Cain. Matter of fact, we're going to look that up too. Cain is like a dagger, a destroying weapon, a killing weapon. That's what the word Cain means, and that's an omen, a name sign name, a name sign, something that he was going to do, and he did exactly what his name said he was going to do. He rose up and killed his own brother Abel, which means transitory. Go ahead.
Yeah, the word there for the Hebrew word there for fugitive is nawai, which means to quiver, totter, shake, reel, stagger, wander, move, sift, make move, to wave, waver, tremble.
Right, because they're trembling now because we're out there. They see us out there on the streets of New York, the streets of Chi-Town, the streets of Texas, the streets of L.A., the streets of Hollywood, the streets of Florida, the streets of all down south, all up north, Alaska, Germany, Canada, England, different parts of Europe, the Netherlands, down in the islands, Germany, all over the place, man. Yep. And they're getting nervous.
Yeah, is it not written terrors? shall make him afraid.
Well,
on
that's the
every
terror
side.
that they're afraid of.
Yeah,
The
the
word,
word of
this
the
word,
Lord.
their worst terror is truth.
The truth, yeah.
Go ahead.
It says to stagger, tremble.
See, this has been a mystery.
Yeah.
That even Paul spoke about that.
mystery
That's
of
in
yeah.
what is that? First Thessalonians, the second chapter. Second Thessalonians.
1 and 7.
Right.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, right.
Second
Second Thessalonians, the second chapter.